Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am so grateful that you are here. I am sending you so much love and frequency. My name is Kaley, and I am the energy behind A Divine Dream. I like to call myself an Ascension coach. I help awakened souls live and create their heaven on earth reality from within, that direct connection and that soul like clarity. You are a multidimensional being, and you came here to live your beautiful vision, that dream, that full emanating soul light expression that is coming online. Woo! We are here to liberate that and allow ourselves to create in that new consciousness, because this isn't it's new, right? It's new and also deeply familiar, but it's not so new through human form. You know it on a soul level, you know it on a multidimensional level, but when it comes to how this functions in and through human form, that is what we are exploring. That is what we are experimenting with. And the more that we support ourselves in exploring this, in experimenting with this, the more beautiful and magical our lives become, because this is what is available for us now. It is the best time to be alive, in my opinion. And I know it's so polarizing and contrasting in the collective, but you, my dear friend, get to live a beautiful heart centered life in the energy of your soul's unique vibration, which is so powerful. And it is a powerful agent for change, for positive change, because when we each activate and send out this pure signal and frequency of our soul's emanating light, this energy literally shifts us into a higher timeline and just really radiates amazing things for others to also feel as well. You're sending out signals, you're sending out light codes, and you're also leaving light codes behind everywhere you go, which is so cool. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but there's a study where I don't know how they do this, but humans are smart. So they basically took DNA and they put it in like a closed room that's completely dark, void. And what they found was that they let the DNA sit in this little tube, and what they found was that after they removed the DNA, there was still light left behind where the DNA was. And this was a completely sealed, black, no light is in this room. So, what does this show us? It shows us that we literally leave behind light everywhere that we are. And that light that was left behind from that DNA was there for 30 days after they've removed the physical DNA. Like, come on, like where's my light body beings at? Like, that is exciting stuff. We are biophoton emitters. We literally emanate light, and it's really cool to learn the science behind this too, because it is so beautiful and so expansive. And these are already things that you're probably feeling within yourself, but when we actually affirm it with the current science as well, it is just like, the most beautiful marriage, right? Of science and spirituality, and then creating into that soulful um experience that we get to have here on this planet. And it's so beautiful. So rest assured, no matter where you are and where you are going, you are emanating light and leaving behind light everywhere you go. And so is everybody else. Oh, and the higher we are vibrationally, energetically, the more light we emanate, which is so cool. So that's the whole point of being high vibe. Well, aside from just you experiencing a beautiful life through being high vibrational. I don't know about you, but that's how I want to live. So let's get into this video today. And again, I'm so grateful that you are here. I'm sending you so much love. And let's drop in with a breath, or maybe two or three. So just allow your energy to come back to you across all time and space and magnetize it to you, landing it in the heart. And with your breath, breathe deep and slow and hold at the top and release with a sigh. I'll do that 2 more times. From the heart, breathe in, expanding, and hold at the top. Release with a sigh. One more time. Breathe into the heart. Hold at the top and release with a sigh. Maybe even wiggle and shake a bit. Let's release some of this energy because there's a lot of energy. All right. Does that feel good? That feels good for me too. I get so excited when I get on this video, when I am in front of a computer screen talking to the abyss. I just get so excited. So today I got my notes and I really want to talk about your next level embodiment and really looking at this through soul light clarity. Because if you haven't noticed, that's kind of my thing. So, when we approach our next level embodiment through soul light clarity, this helps us to really deeply anchor into what is actually aligned with us on a soul level, that deeper level. Because oftentimes, even when we are expanding, we have this big dream and this big vision, we can still be subtly programmed to things that aren't really for us. So, when we actually tap into our unique soul's essence, it becomes that guide, that North Star, that inner compass, and that map that helps us to feel for, okay, let me feel this through this energy, through my soul's energy, through my unique essence. Because what is for you specifically and uniquely is so dynamic and personal that when we drop into the present moment and feel for that pathway, the things that other people are doing that might be similar to what's for you, but it also might not be for you in that way. You can feel that, okay, my pathway forward is actually geared over here. I'm meant to focus on this. I'm meant to approach this situation and this experience from this energy, from this solution. We see a lot of influencers online and just even people we admire in life who they got it together. Like they got something that's like, I'm impressed, like you've got something going on. So oftentimes we try to adopt that into our lives, but what we fail to recognize, which is why I'm saying this now, is that it's not so much what they're doing that is what we are trying to embody for ourselves. It might be, but it really comes down to the frequency that they are embodying and how that energy has expressed in their life as the pathway that they see that got them from point A to point B. So we're looking at the frequency pathways instead, and this helps us get behind what we're noticing arising in reality with physical things and physical experiences and expressions. And it helps us get behind to look at the frequency pathway of what is my unique frequency pathway. And this is going to help you in that next level embodiment. So we're going to kind of play around with the identity shifting for the next level embodiment and also the frequency pathway for you that comes directly from your own heart and soul's essence. And yeah, I'm super excited. So let's kind of drop into this a little bit and we're going to go into a short little meditation. It's going to be really short, don't worry. And I would say, like, don't do this while driving, but just be awake and aware. So yeah, don't do this while driving. So get yourself into a comfortable position and just kind of roll your shoulders back and maybe we'll wiggle again and kind of just allow yourself to drop more deeply into the body, feeling gravity holding you. And we're already activating the heart through those heart breaths, but we're going to drop into that a little bit more deeply because I want you guys to have the experience of feeling this for yourself. Because I can talk all day. Like, I'm a talker. I'm long-winded. I can talk, 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 talk. But unless you feel it, a lot of what I'm going to say isn't going to make sense. So, dropping in Breathing deep and slow at a rhythm and pace that is perfect for you. Allow your breath to really expand into your lungs, into your belly, and let it feel good to be held in gravity. Gravity is a hug from Mama Gaia saying, "Thank you for being here. I've got you. I'm holding you." Allow yourself to rest a little bit deeper and surrender into this present moment. Dropping more deeply into the heart and feeling gratitude and appreciation for your breath that is nourishing you from within. And now we are going to allow our energy to shoot up from our heart and connecting into the fullest expression of our soul's emanating light, our unique frequency. Feel this connection. Feel your connection to God, Source, all there is, and feel this downpouring, outpouring divine love holding you in this present moment. Feel a bridge of gratitude and appreciation flowing from your heart out to touch the divine and how you are being held in this love. And when you are ready, allow yourself to set the intention to feel the fullest expression of your emanating soul light. Allow this energy to pour through you, dance through you, sparkle and ignite every cell of your body. You might see color, you might feel sound, hear sound. Vibrationally, you are being encoded with your soul's fullest emanating presence, held in unconditional divine love. And feel this energy washing, pouring through you. You may even feel called to move and begin to embody this energy. Whatever feels good and feels natural to you. Allow yourself to breathe deep and expand into this, turning up that thermostat. 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees. Feel your soul's energy expanding wider and wider within you, amplifying your unique frequency. You are home. You are perfectly held. All of you is loved. All of you is held. Thank you for being in this energy. Thank you for being here. And just allow yourself to steep and bask in the energy of your unique soul frequency. You are perfect. You are a perfect emanation of divine intelligence. And allow this divine intelligence to encode you with habits, thoughts, beliefs that match your next level embodiment. Allow this to come through. You don't have to know it specifically. If it does come through, that's perfect. But know and trust that you are receiving the energy perfectly in the way that is most sustainable for you to embody in your daily life. Your quantum leap is assured. Your next level embodiment is assured. And we are allowing ourselves to entrain to this frequency from within, receiving the vibration first. Allow yourself to let this build and feel so good. Allowing your multidimensional essence to pour through you, receiving codes and activations from all that you are across time and space. activating the light of your oversoul and the intelligence that you have collected. Feeling the love of God and Source pour through you. You are so loved. And allowing this energy to seal and be perfectly encoded for you for where you are in your life right now. Allow yourself to breathe deep and slow, and maybe you feel called to wiggle your feet as you bring yourself back into your reality. Hello, you are a new, fuller, emanating expression of all that you are. Welcome. Welcome to Earth again. Allowing this to be a new starting point for your next level embodiment. So now that you have felt this energy, you have received the frequency pathway, the feeling pathway, and your next level embodiment is encoded in this. You already know what you've been called to. You already know what next steps to take. It's already within you. So take some time now and journal that. Now that I'm feeling the clarity of my soul's light, ask this: how do I live from this place? What does this feel like to live through this energy? If I am embodying, which you are right now because it's been encoded within you, if you are embodying and living from your fullest soul light emanation, your next level frequency, what are you doing? What do you live like? What new habits are anchored in naturally? And what beliefs are you now living through? You can pause this video and just drop into that space and feel for the answers to these questions. What comes forward is specifically, uniquely for you. Is there a course or a class that you feel called to take? Is there an herbal supplement that's coming through that wants to support and nourish your body? Is it drink more water, get deeper sleep, go to bed earlier, wake up earlier, go take that class? Join that team. Go play that game. Go create that art. Your next level embodiment is going to be a better, more refined version of you. And that's not to say that who you are now isn't phenomenal and great, because you are. I love you. You're great. However, you know that the version that you have been living is showing you what that reality foundationally provides for you, reflects back to you. So if you want to create and live more of your vision, it is all about allowing yourself to expand into the desires that you've already felt within. And feeling that soul light clarity, feeling that soul emanating presence that you are connected to God. It's like it's all there, right? When we open up that fractal, when we open up into that quantum consciousness, we recognize that everything is here vibrationally. Everything is available to us. Ask and you shall receive. It is right here. However, we need to be open and receptive to that information. And that is why aligning and dropping into your soul like clarity frequency, your divine essence, is so perfect, because it allows you to soften and to receive through your unique frequency. So it's already naturally built into that process, that is a natural filter, so that you're not picking up on what Susie needs for her next step or what Johnny needs for his next step. you know from within. And you've already been inspired. So you're going to find that most likely what comes through is going to be very like, oh, I knew that. I just need to take action on this. And feeling from as I am living in my next level soul light embodiment, I naturally do these things. I just am this person. So we're talking about an identity shift. And this is the work. This is what it is. Oftentimes we do this naturally. We do this automatically when we're trying to achieve a new goal, but something happens along the way. What I've noticed is something happens along the way with us where we hit that upper limit of what we will naturally allow ourselves to step into in our lives. So if you have a big dream, if you have a big vision, and you have like, oh, you are so excited about something that is very much so outside of your comfort zone, this is the work. Looking at those limiting beliefs, looking at the frequency pathway. If you can feel it and envision it and drop into that frequency, it is available to you. And it's just a matter of getting the person right here, right now, present moment you on board with it being a natural thing. It is normal for you. We're going to normalize this. And it might be uncomfortable as you do it. And I want to encourage you to lean into that. We're going to expand our ability to endure discomfort because while, yes, it's going to feel so good and it can feel so fun, you're going to have moments. Well, I don't want to say this for everybody. Maybe you're just beyond that. But for me, I noticed that I had moments where even though I was doing the thing, I would still flop back and forth between the empowered, embodied version of myself where I am the Ascension coach and I'm really nervous, I'm really scared, I'm really sweaty. So I would kind of go back and forth between those two versions of myself because I'm still anchoring in the new next level identity and embodiment. And this is just a process that happens. It's natural. So if you experience that, let it be okay. And also notice where your mindset is at. We have to support ourselves mentally with beautiful thoughts that are encouraging. Be your number one cheerleader. Invite your higher self in, invite your expanded self in, and be like, God, please support me. Please send your legions of angels and beautiful energies of the highest love, light, and good to support me mentally because I need a little bit more support. Energetically, we can always invite in support through our spiritual team. Like, there's so much support here for us. We are so loved. We just have to ask and allow ourselves to tap into that, or ask somebody in your physical reality. Maybe you have a really good friend or a partner or a family member. Say, hey, I need you to hype me up right now. And if you don't have anybody like that on your team, hi, that's why I do what I do is I help you to anchor into that frequency within yourself because having support is so valuable. It's going to help you get there faster. Your soul's path is so unique to you. Your timing is so unique to you and what's unfolding in your life through the present moment. So drop into that space and feel for what you need to support yourself. You've got this. And when you're looking at those limiting beliefs, just know that the best way to shift that is to activate that soul light energy and feel for the frequency pathway like we talked about. What is the new belief that is there? And then it's all about choosing that new belief, feeling what is it like to live and think and create and express through this belief as opposed to this belief. As you're doing this inner work, you'll find that there are connections to experiences that you had because we don't have limiting beliefs for no reason. We have them because they were protective mechanisms that we installed personally. You personally installed this because you're trying to make sense of some kind of experience in your life and using that information from the limited consciousness that you were functioning through at that time to move forward in survival and thrive to the best of your ability from that space. We create these stories and these narratives to support us. However, as you know, on your growth journey, after a while, these narratives do not support us anymore. Opening up to greater love, feelings of safety, feelings of connection and joy. This will help you to recognize that those limiting stories and narratives, while they were helpful at some point, we can honor them and thank them, but we need to bury them so that we can grow something new. We can use those limiting beliefs to to fertilize our soil, to grow new roses, to grow new, flowers and vegetables and fruits that we can nourish ourselves with in the future. We're setting your now version up to have a beautiful future experience, because this is what came up earlier today that I heard. Well, time is going to pass anyways. The illusion of time is going to pass. So what you do daily is setting you up for the future that you want to experience. So the beliefs that you uncover, yeah, we're going to bury them. We're going to alchemize them. We're going to let that earthy, grounded energy alchemize it, and we are going to grow something new from here, honoring it, loving it, and also including forgiveness in that as well. Because again, the narratives that we have created are most times because of experiences that we've not only had with ourselves, but with other people. And we need to love and forgive ourselves and forgive others for the narratives that have limited us up until this point. And when we do that, we liberate our energy. We liberate our hearts, because your heart wants to love. Your heart wants to outpour loving frequency. So anytime it's hitched up in outpouring that frequency, you're going to feel it, you're going to notice it, and it's not going to feel good. It's not going to feel good. It's going to feel like, hey, for some reason, my love isn't pouring out through this area. What is it? I feel like that's a whole other video in itself, heart clearing. I just had to do that recently with myself. So that'll be fun to dive into. But when we are dropping into the beliefs and recreating these stories and these narratives, that is a powerful, powerful tool in your toolkit, in your process to shift anything. And you can always shift anything. And it does become a choice after a while. I will say this: once you're aware of it, it becomes a choice. And I know that is some responsibility that I am placing on you, but it's something that we just have to accept and we have to embrace. We have to embrace the fact that we are the ones choosing to either move in this direction or move in this direction. Oftentimes, it's so deeply ingrained that we just feel like it's a natural aspect of who we are, these beliefs, but it's not. Who you are is limitless potential. Who you are is your unique soul light frequency and essence. So anything that isn't aligned with that is potentially a limitation, a limiting belief, a limiting story. And I encourage you to bust through that. I encourage you to expand beyond that, because what's for you on the other side, that liberated expression, ooh, I'm just so excited to witness it. And I am celebrating you and I am honoring you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being strong. Thank you for being brave and courageous. And continue to stretch into all that you are and enjoy that. Allow yourself to enjoy living in this energy, living in that soul fully connected energy, and bless everything in your life with this energy. All right, I feel like that's all I got for you today. Drop down below anything and share anything that came up for you. And I so appreciate you, and I look forward to connecting with you in our next video. Goodbye, everybody. Enjoy your creation.